Live, it says, and he's just bought me a tissue. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Through Thick and Thin, episode, I don't know, 26 probably, or something like that. I don't actually know what episode this is. We've taken a liking to filming live videos like this one, and then uploading them as episodes because it doesn't require any editing, which is quite time consuming. And therefore it's less daunting to just sit down, film a video, and then move along. That said, we have got plans for our next video to be some meal ideas with calories included for weight loss. So it will include some editing for next week's episode. This morning, I was 181 pounds, which is the same as I was last week, Saturday. I've got my thumb down. You can't see me. He's over there making us some hot chockies for a little evening treat. What did you weigh this morning? Do you remember?
232.2, which is back to 50 pounds even.
Lost.
But it's my lowest I've gotten to is like 228, so
Yeah, still pushing. My lowest was 177.2, I think.
I'm gonna set you up.
Yeah, thanks.
You guys stay right here. Thanks. No one's watching right now, but
And actually this worked better for the dog. Usually he's freaking out when we sit down and start talking to a camera, but because he was with me and I was just talking to myself, he was cool. We'll see how long that lasts. Here's some Christmas mug action. Is this chocolate milk?
no,
It's probably all right.
it's probably hot water.
All right. Thank you, Mama.
Welcome.
Is this the Giardelli's one?
Mm-hmm.
I like the sugar-free Stevens one better.
Oh, me too.
Interesting, but it's very, very good. We love a little cozy, Christmassy treat. Okay, so we'll start off by just reminding you, because we have people kind of pop in and out of these lives. Through Thick and Thin is a weight loss channel predominantly. We also post shorts. We try to post shorts every day. We're not great about that. We'll try to be better. Episodes every week of our weight loss journey. To date, I have lost about 30 pounds and Q has lost 50 pounds. And we had plans to get to our goal weights by Valentine's Day, but that's in like 3 months.
We can still lose a lot, but probably not
2 months, I guess. Wait.
our goal.
Yeah, 2 months. Yeah. So unless we did it in a really unhealthy way, we're not going to lose that much weight in that short of a time. However, we can still make 2025, or should I say 2020 thrive a year to lose a significant amount of weight, get down to our goal weights for our overall health, confidence, keeping up with our kids, etc. So, thank you. Did someone just say hi? I think. I can't see from here. I'm not very good.
Hi.
Hi. Oh,
No.
see, now the dog doesn't like that because we're greeting someone. He's like, who's here? So last week, we posted a husband tag, a la like 2010 YouTube trends. This week, we found a wife tag. I'm pretty sure that it was designed for lesbian couples, which we obviously are not.
Right.
But we're going to just do it anyway, and I haven't seen these questions, so Q's just going to quick fire the wife tag questions, and then we'll leave you to the rest of your week, and then we'll be back next week with some what I eat in a day, recipe ideas, and such.
Yep.
Okay, let us begin.
Who made the first move?
Probably me. I mean, like, who made the first move? You said you loved me first.
Yes.
And that was a pretty big move because that was directly before our first kiss.
Yeah.
But I think I made the first move because I probably approached you to talk to you first. Next question.
Okay. Who said I love you first? That was me. Followed quickly by Grace.
Thankfully, how embarrassing that would have been.
Who's the funniest? I don't. Shh. Do I need to get you a treat?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
We
And
conditioned
quick,
him now.
read the question. Read that question. Read that question. Come
What?
back. Read that question. There's a question mark. Read the question.
I thought you meant
Question mark.
swingers.
Oh,
No.
Not at all.
Someone else said hi. Hi. Someone said, "Do you have kids?" Yes, we have 3 kids.
We have 3 children, and we don't put them on the internet ever.
No.
I'll drink to that. We don't talk about their names. We don't talk about their ages. We don't talk about anything because there's crazy people out there. It's mostly nice people, like you, good people, but there are some crazy people too. Now he's got a treat. He might be happy for a minute. Okay, I understand now why you were confused when I said answer the question.
Yeah.
You thought.
Read the question.
Got it.
Who is the funniest? I think, I don't know. I think
it's good that we both think the other is funnier.
We have a similar sense of humor, and I don't know. I think we're both pretty funny.
Honestly, we are in stitches most of the time.
Yeah.
We have each other cracking up most of the time. Actually, do I share that? No, I'm not going to share that because...
Yeah.
Although it doesn't necessarily, right? I'm going to share this story real quick. No, this is the thing that's been cracking me up the most this week. You know, sometimes you'll be like, you have banter with somebody if it's your best friend or your mom or your dad or your brother or your whatever. In my case, it's my husband. And I found out that a friend of mine's dad is a pediatrician. And I was like, oh, is he still practicing? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh. So I looked him up because I was like curious about what's his specialty and like what kind of reviews does he have. And there was a review on there that said, Dr. A, anonymous, Dr. A is so kind to my family. We are all little and he never makes a big fuss. And we just were dying at that. We're like, okay, wait, do they mean that like they're like little people as in like they have dwarfism? Or just that they're on the smaller side, like the stouter side, in which case, what medical professional would be like, ew, what? What the heck? Get out of here. Like, it was just, anyway, so my point is, not funny to you, funny to us.
Yeah.
We have little things like that, little inside jokes, little like, we do like little bits and stuff with each other. So fun. We have a good time.
Yeah.
I think he's funnier, he thinks I'm funnier. It means that we have a funny old time.
Yes.
It's good stuff.
Sure do.
Yeah.
I'm going to my home country.
Hey, congrats. That's really hard to live far away from your home country. I'm from New Zealand and I miss it every day. Where is your home country? I hope you have a nice trip.
Someone also said her pajamas are awesome.
Oh my gosh, I got
they're
these.
silky smooth.
They are silky smooth. I got these on Amazon. They actually came in a 4-piece set with like a little camisole. Is that what you call that? Cami top, like a strappy top, and then little shorts too. So in the summer I have jammies and in the winter I have jammies. What's this next thing? There's a love heart. I see that.
Someone said, why do I get the feeling you guys aren't physically attracted to each other?
Oh, I don't know why you get that feeling. We are.
We definitely are.
We definitely are. But sorry that you feel that way.
Is it because we're sitting far apart? Because we just wanted
the tree. We wanted to keep the tree in the frame.
Thank you for your opinion.
No, yeah, and to be fair, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm very physically attracted to this man, and likewise. The other way. But thank you for your concern.
We're not going to make out on live. But
maybe if we get to 100,000 subscribers.
Who is the better cook?
Look, yes, I am. However,
there's some things I specialize in.
There are some things he's really good at. I'll tell you a few of them, just out of if you're curious. He's great at steak. He's great at salmon. We love some salmon. He's really good at that. Breakfast, anything. He makes a better breakfast than IHOP. And then deviled eggs is his specialty that he makes like for every holiday. And actually, as you'll know if you watched last week, we didn't make it to Thanksgiving. And everyone wasn't devastated that we weren't at Thanksgiving. They were devastated that the deviled eggs were not at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's totes unfortunate. What's this other one? There's another one there.
It's that same person.
That's all right. They're saying it seems like we're on a first date.
Oh, that's so funny. We have been together for 11 years.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a good thing.
Go back and watch the rest of our videos and then let us know.
Yeah. Go check out our channel. Read the shorts. Not read the shorts. Watch the shorts and see if we have any chemistry there.
Okay, thank you. Someone said, I don't want to spend too much time on this. Someone said, when you reach over and slightly touch her leg to demonstrate the feel of her material, she didn't recoil or lean away, so she's not grossed out by him. Definitely physically attracted.
It's true. We're very physically attracted. I don't know how
to prove it. Heard it here first.
I don't know how to prove it to you, besides saying that obviously we've already mentioned we have 3 children, so we've at least been physically attracted thrice.
We're no longer addressing these comments on that subject matter because I think
last week we had a guy.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Last week we had a guy that was like, no, it wasn't a guy, it was a girl who was like, your husband is very attractive. She was cracking me up.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, it might be Sarah. But she was like, your husband is very attractive. If things don't work out. And we just thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, very much. I mean, I don't know, I'm not gonna, Again, we don't need to address it any further.
I think unnecessary at this point. Yes, Grace also has quite the collection of meals that she cooks.
A rotation.
Yeah. She makes, lasagna.
Do like a Hawaiian style spread that I really like to do, like a slow cooked pork with pineapple in it.
Yeah.
And chicken teriyaki and other things. I mean, I love to cook. I love to cook anything. You know what really got me really cooking, because I wasn't a great cook when we were first married. I never really learned how to cook, didn't care to know. But then COVID, during the COVID lockdown, we used HelloFresh a little bit. This isn't a sponsored ad or anything. We have no affiliations with anybody. So anytime we say something good, it's just because we feel it's good.
Yeah.
But we used HelloFresh, and they taught me how to make soup, and it taught me how to like make a creamer, and it taught me how to just do some basic cooking stuff that I didn't have a clue before. And I feel like that just really amplified my abilities there in the kitchen, and I love to cook. Love it.
Yeah.
We eat good. And that's probably why we gained so much weight, and now we're having to lose it. But yeah, it's been fun.
Let's see.
Oh.
Man, thank you for all the comments. Start a podcast about being physically attracted to each other. You know what? Maybe we will. Apparently there's some interest in that. Someone said he is attractive. Thank you.
He is.
Thank you.
Delicious. He's lovely.
Those are cool mugs. Yes, we love them.
Yes.
You haven't really seen my...
We got them
Look
from
at him.
Harmon's, and they're so sweet.
He's so cute. Have you ever guys... Okay.
What was that one?
Nothing.
I'm so curious.
Someone said, what's that? A remote control.
Oh. ...
I
love the mugs. You are so pretty.
You're so pretty.
I
Yes,
assume
she
that is that for me? I don't know. I'm not really sure what's a compliment, what's an insult anymore, but I think you're talking to me.
Someone said
In
nice.
which case, thank you. Yes.
Oh, you're talking about the mug.
The mugs are so fun.
Followed up on the mug, yes.
I love the mug. This is Santa up close. He's got a little bit of holly in his hair. We are big, as you can tell, because we've angled the whole video around this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for you. Thank you. Noah. Thank you, Noah.
Noah.
I was going to say the last name, but I'm like, I don't know. Like people maybe, I don't know. Anyway.
Who is the crybaby?
Me, always. I mean,
I don't like...
I say always. I don't cry a lot, like sad tears.
Yeah.
I cry at cute stuff.
Like, there's one time we went on a little light show where you're in your car. And
I wasn't sure which story. This is the
Yeah.
thing. I'm like, oh, it could be so many different options. Okay, yeah, I know which story you mean. Go ahead, sorry.
And there was this Christmas light display, and it was a motion thing of a dog coming out of a gift box. And she cried at that. I think it was just imagining kids getting a puppy
Yeah,
for
it
Christmas.
was like, and also just dogs are just the best thing, aren't they? Are you asking to go outside, my sweet boy?
Go outside. Come on.
You can go outside. But yeah, these are the things that make me cry. I cry about anything that's to do with earnestness. When people are trying their best, oh my gosh, that breaks my heart. Like, and if someone gets bullied, if someone's made to feel embarrassed, that makes me cry. I actually just recently got to the school to pick up kids, and one of them, like like safety officers or something at the school was like, oh, you can't come on the field at this time of day. But she was really aggressive about the way she did it, and I cried when I was walking away. I think I don't know. I don't want people to ever feel embarrassed. They are the best host.
We actually just had a Christmas party at our house.
We did just host a Christmas party. Oh, Amelie G says, I feel like you guys are great hosts. Yes, it is a nice treat, thank you. Yeah, we just had a Christmas party that was so classy. Yeah. Go get the glass. Go show them the glass. So we just moved into this house in January, so we barely missed Christmas. And all year long, we've been waiting for Christmas so that we can fully enjoy the space and invite friends over. I got these. Oh, they're beautiful. Look how sweet these are. Oh, and I need to show you my Christmassy nails. While we're talking about Christmas, these are my new nails I just got done yesterday. Little Christmassy fun. And then these are the vintage inspired glasses that I bought that are just delightful. Something about them. So I had 12 of these all lined out and all lined up, I guess I'm trying to say. And I did a make your own mocktail. We don't drink alcohol, so I got a make your own mocktail station. We had ginger beer, ginger ale. We had all different kinds of fizzy drinks. We had sparkling grape juice. We had sparkling pear juice. We had cinnamon sticks. We had maraschino cherries. We had all these different things.
Yeah.
Where am I putting this now? I'm just
I don't
like
know.
holding it and
Put it
wandering
over
around.
here.
But let's see. The lovely lady reminds me of the Australian actress, what's her name? Amy. As in like Fat Amy from Rebel Wilson? Is that who you mean? Because I get that a lot. I'm from New Zealand. But the New Zealand accent, the Australian accent sounds so similar. And so I do actually get that I remind people of Rebel Wilson or Fat Amy from Pitch Perfect a lot, which is fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for the next one. Sorry.
Who is in the right? In the right.
Like who?
That sounds like.
If we have an argument, who's in the right?
I mean, she's usually always
pretty-
right.
I'm pretty typically right. We also don't really argue much,
Yeah.
which is a blessing. And I actually chalk that up to I'm the oldest in my family and he's the youngest in his family. And I think there is something to be said of like, I tend to be kind of bossy and like I have a plan and he's very used to just like, okay, yeah, I can do that. Yep. And so we don't really argue very much. I can't even think of the last argument we had. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah. I know people say you're supposed to fight, which I mean, we disagree on things sometimes.
Yeah.
I can't think of an example.
No, I can't.
But
I know. I think we do, but for the most part, we are good communicators.
yeah, I think that's what it
So
comes down to.
that works out. I don't have money. Sorry. This reminds me of those old MySpace interview question things. Yes, that's actually
Yeah.
what this is
So
based
go
on.
for it.
That's so funny. Well, okay, this time it's free. I'm not sure what other conversations happening.
Yeah, there's.
You guys can continue to talk. We love that you're here.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Okay, next question.
Who is the tidiest? For sure.
I mention this every friggin' video. I have diagnosed OCD, and that in turn makes me hyper organized and very clean, and everything has its place. I also consider myself to be like on a journey towards being a minimalist, which you wouldn't guess from like my glasses and my tree and my mugs and stuff. But we got rid of probably 60% of our stuff when we moved in January. And then just in the last few weeks, we got rid of about 60% of kiddie toys and clothes and stuff like that we didn't need anymore. So yes, I am the tidier one, but he's also very tidy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I forgot he was outside.
He's clawing
Just
at the
clawed
door.
the window. Oh no.
Next question
Scary
is,
stuff.
who laughs the most?
I have BPD, so it's hard to find a relationship. Oh, like bipolar disorder? Or not bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder? And then Krishan says, have you guys had issues sharing financial goals and ideals over the 11 years of your relationship? That's a really good question. Financially speaking, one thing we did when we first got married that I really am glad we did was we immediately merged all of our finances. There was no like, this is your bank account, this is my bank account, let's put money in a pot for rent or something. We just immediately, his money was my money and my money was his money. And I hear people say that sometimes and I'm like, that's easy to say when you're not earning anything, you know, whatever. But we have both earned our whole relationship, our whole marriage. We both work full time. And all that money we pool and use for what we need for our family. And so we've been on the same page financially. I would say, if anything, sometimes it's hard to stay on track with the goals of like not eating out too much and things like that. And we like are a bad influence on each other in that way.
Right.
Because eating out, I should be careful how I phrase things on the interwebs.
Going out to eat.
Going out to eat is expensive and fun, and that's a dangerous combo. But if you lower your standard, what type of dog do you have? Oh, he's not going to want to come over
He's
here.
eating a treat right now.
We don't want to mess with him while he's eating his treat, but we have a Pekingese poodle. They call it a peekapoo, and his name is Peter Parker. So, if you will, Peter Parker the peekapoo. And he is 8 years old, but he still looks like a puppy because he's little. So we call him Peter Parker the perpetual peekapoo puppy. Try and say that 5 times fast.
Love a good alliteration.
A good alliteration is fun, yeah. But he's the best dog. When he's done with his treat, we'll show him to you.
Yep.
What does this say? I come from a broken home. So it's interesting to see how functional families work. I also come from a broken home, and so does he. So we're all in the same boat. What's this one? That's so cute. My grandma has that dog. Really, Michael? How cool is that? This is a fun fact about this dog. We bought him online. I should be careful what I say.
Yeah.
We bought him online, kind of a Craigslist type thing. And obviously that's a bit risky. And as we were pulling up to the house, I said, listen, we don't have to get a dog. Like, we're not roped into anything. We'll just see if he's as cute as he looks like in the pictures, and we'll... And as we went down the steps to pick him up, or like to go pick him out and like see which one we wanted, whatever, the lady was like, oh, I know you. And she like was like, oh, you're my friend's son. And I've been friends with him for like 20 years. And we were like, oh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Flash forward, I'm washing my dishes at the sink. And this woman's name was written on our guest book. And our guest book was in the form of a big metal letter. Seeing if there's any giveaways here. And her name was on there. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I reached out to her and I was like, hey, were you at my wedding? She's like, I don't remember. She's old.
Goes to lots of neighborhood weddings.
She goes to a lot of weddings. And I went through our photos and sure enough, she was at our wedding. What does this one say? Kitchen. No, sorry. I can't read from that far away. His name is Puddles. This is the dog. Oh my gosh, Melly G says, I recognize theatre kids when I see them. We were both kind of theatre kids, that's really funny. He was Scrooge in a performance.
I was 11.
When he was 11. His
Did a
name
British
is
accent.
Puddles. Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
His name is Puddles because he left puddles everywhere, if you know what I mean. That's really funny. I do know what you mean, and that's a funny name.
Also another P name.
Parker was obviously named after Peter Parker, as in Spider-Man, because he is the biggest Marvel nerd in the whole wide world.
Correct. Yeah, who laughs the most? I think we laugh together, really.
But like a real, I'd laugh at nearly everything.
But not in like a...
Not like I have low standards for humor, but just like I'm kind of a giggly person, I think. I don't know. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Next question.
Who says sorry first? I think we're both good at that.
We're both good at it. I'm very cautious. That's not the word I'm looking for. I'm very quick to apologize when I'm in the wrong because I've seen other people, other examples in my life who don't really ever apologize when they're in the wrong. And I see the hurt that that causes. Friends, family, you name it, I've seen it, and I just am really careful to apologize when I'm wrong. So, anyway.
Yeah, we both make a
My
point
biggest goal.
to do that.
You lean over, my back's getting... You're younger and fitter than I am. He is younger than me, by the way.
8 months, man.
9.
9 months. Someone says, so do you guys travel a lot?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been to multiple places together. We're actually, next year is going to be a big travel year. We go to Disneyland every year, I shouldn't mention that.
Yeah.
We've been back to New Zealand twice. Well, I guess we lived in New Zealand, and in so doing, we stopped in Hawaii and Fiji. Yeah, I've been all over New Zealand together, traveled a lot then. That was when we were first married, and then now we live in the States, and so we try to visit as many different states as we can.
I'm currently planning a New York trip.
Yeah, we'll be in New York City next year for our 10th wedding anniversary, which is fun. We go to Canada quite often because that's where my family live. And therefore we go like to all of the states that we pass as we go to Canada, so that's fun. How about the Philippines? I've never been, but I love the idea of going to the Philippines. And actually, we have a brother-in-law who lived in the Philippines for a few years, and he really loved it.
I met a couple people from the Philippines, and they're all lovely.
We go to the next stream now. Bye. Bye, Michael.
Peace.
Thank you for coming.
Might be already gone, but...
Yeah, you might be gone already. Okay, next question, I'm ready. Sorry if I've missed a question from anybody.
I think there's still another conversation going. Who always gets their own way?
I mean, probably me, if we're going to be, like, super frank about
Well,
it.
like
I don't think we ever don't have the same goal.
I think it's similar to what you said about the arguing thing, that with you being the oldest and me being the youngest, I'm happy to just...
Go with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so...
It's a good pairing. Smoky Mountains. I want you to look up the Glass
Glass
Cabin.
Cabin.
It's a really good resort. Ooh, I will look that up.
Is that in the Philippines, Noah?
Maybe.
That's another conversation again.
Oh yeah, no, you're good, guys. You carry on chatting. We're good. We're good to be the place where you talk to each other. That's fine. All right, hit me with the next question.
There is always hope, by the way.
Who spends the most on clothes?
I mean, you probably wear better clothes than I do. I get all my clothes from discounted places. I'm not very big into fashion, and I don't wear very good clothes.
Yeah.
It's
Neither
not
of us
really
really
a
get clothes
priority.
that much.
Yeah, not that obviously we need to wear clothes. We get
Yeah.
that, but we're more shoe people than clothing people.
Yeah.
And we actually make a point to buy all of our kids' clothes from consignment stores for the sake of the planet and for the sake of our budget. And because there's a really good, local to us, a buyback program where you can go and they buy items from you and then give you store credit, and then you use that store credit to get like pretty new stuff, sometimes with tags on and stuff, but hugely discounted. And then you just do the same thing like every season. And that's worked out great for us. But anyway, yeah, no, we don't really buy clothes much. Probably need to. It's like on Friends channels, like, you need new clothes. That's us.
Yeah.
We take good care of our stuff. What's this one? There's a glass bridge. Okay, hang on, I'm really interested in this. There's a glass bridge at the Grand Canyon. We haven't been to the Grand Canyon, we need to go. Were there disagreements with how you wanted to raise your kids? If so, then how did you resolve these issues without hating each other? That's a really good question too. No disagreements with how we wanted to raise our children, really. I made a goal right when I became a mother that I didn't want to shout, and that I didn't want to say no, and that I didn't want to physically discipline my children. When I say I don't want to say no, I mean to things that I can reasonably say yes to. Like if they ask me to get them a piece of bread for a snack, or I could just be like, no, go get it yourself, whatever. Or I could just go and get it. So that's kind of my 3 parenting things that I tried to do. I'm not perfect at them, but I don't know. I think we were aligned on those things though.
Yeah. Yeah. Not always great at keeping up with them, but it is my goal to.
We want our house to be a place where it's like peaceful for our kids, not a place where it's like constantly on edge.
Yeah.
And I feel like we both came from homes that were pretty happy for the most part, and so I'm really grateful for that. I was never really physically disciplined. You were like rarely physically disciplined, but that's one of our things. So to answer your question, no, we didn't disagree on anything about parenting, but those were some of the things that we kind of went into parenthood knowing that we wanted to achieve.
Yeah. Thank you.
Janet Lansbury is a child psychologist, and she said that physical discipline cannot be done out of love, and I stand by that. I recognize that a lot of people disagree with that thinking and think that you're going to raise spoiled children if you don't physically discipline them, but our children are very pleasant. Our children interact with adults really well, and we've never had to physically hit them, so that works out. I feel like you should be able to beat your kids. I mean,
If you want to.
yeah, I don't know. It's actually also, Melly lol, relax. It is illegal in New Zealand to physically discipline your children. So that's another piece to this, is that I was living in New Zealand when they made it illegal to physically discipline them.
He's done with his treat, so he said he wants to show his face.
Hey, buddy boy.
Here he is. He's a good boy.
Hey, buddy.
He's a friend.
Yeah, he's a good boy. Oh, Michael said bye. I probably left by now.
Oh, now you did. Okay.
It is a cute pup, huh? He's so sweet.
He's a good boy.
I wonder if Michael missed the dog. He might have.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Tell him to come back.
Yeah.
Someone find him.
Someone track him down.
Who is more romantic?
I would say you, but that's because I'm on the receiving end of your romantic gestures. For our anniversary, he put together a really cute little picnic for us to have in our backyard, and it was so sweet, and it was lovely.
It was fun.
It was really fun.
Who is most patient?
You?
Yeah. Generally.
With the kids, maybe me.
Yeah.
but I think overall you. Yeah.
Who is the most optimistic?
You again, probably. I
Yeah.
tend to go down all of the routes. It's partly because of my OCD,
Spirals.
or I kind of I like go down all different avenues. Like, hey, what's going to happen if I take any of these options? But I'm not completely off-putting.
We like you, Molly. You can stick around.
Melly.
Melly. Oh, sorry.
It's Melly with an E.
Sorry. Don't leave now.
Melly G. Yeah.
Who
Next one,
takes
Harrison.
longer to get ready?
It depends. Because I have this thing, as you can see, I've already showered for the night and then I do my hair the night before so that when I wake up the next morning, I can just kind of run a straightener through it and throw on, I don't wear makeup, and this isn't because I'm being a pick-me, I'm just bad makeup. That's all, I'm just not good at it. I put on usually white eyeshadow and then a brown eyeshadow on my lash line and then mascara and I'm done. So I would say I'm quicker in the morning to get ready, assuming that the night before I had a shower and I dried my hair. Otherwise, I mean, his hair just looks like this, you guys. Isn't that wild? He has a shower and he has a cowlick in the front here and his hair just does this.
Sometimes it needs a little encouragement, but
He got good genetics for sure.
oh,
Whoa.
that's a lot to take in.
Sean, I don't know if you're joking, but that is unironically quite funny, like something out of a movie. I hope that it's a joke. In any case, I appreciate you sharing it, one way or the other, for sure. That's crazy.
Who is grumpier in the morning?
This morning, the kids got up a little earlier than usual, and he went, all right then, okay, and he got up. But he gets up with the kids every day because scientifically women need more sleep, did you know? And I don't sleep super well because I worry a lot about, like, are the kids okay? Like, is the door locked? Because of my OCD. Haha, here it comes again.
Here it
I won't
is.
shut up about my OCD.
OCD about her OCD. Who is more stubborn?
Depends. If you think you're right about an office quote, you're so stubborn about it until I prove you wrong.
Yeah. If it's season 3,
Then I will know.
then you're usually right. But sometimes I'm so confident
This
that you.
damn marshmallow, it won't come out.
Yeah, sometimes I'm so
It's
confident.
like a ridge in the mug and it keeps getting stuck on it.
There it is.
There it is. It's worth it. It's worth it to dig my hands in here.
Yeah.
Holy macaroni. Anyway, okay, sorry.
Who is a social butterfly?
Me. Fun fact, I didn't know that he was shy because when I first met him, I'm just like super outgoing all the time. I always have been ever since I was a child. And when I first met him, he like bounced that energy right back. And so I just thought he was outgoing too. And then I was talking to a mutual friend and I said that I liked him. And this mutual friend was like, really? He's so shy. You guys are so opposite. And I was like, are we talking about the same guy? Turns out, yes, we are talking about the same guy. And now I've seen that shy side of him. And when we're like out in a new social setting, I'm like, hey, good job in there. You like made really good eye contact.
Oh, thanks.
That's funny. What's this one? He said, lol, I'm not joking. It's funny because it's so messed up. Yep, sometimes the worst stories are the funniest stories because you're like, how did that really happen? But I'm not mentally scarred from it. It really just helped to understand how evil people can be. That's why it's nice to see people like you both who care about their family. We do care about our family and we also care about you. And that sounds stupid because we don't know you. But we care about everybody who breezes through this channel. Truly, you are of great importance. Which feels like a good time for our two-part disclaimer on this channel. As we've mentioned already, this is mainly, oh wait,